ordered something that if my fellow employees that I work with find out that it's me that's leaving them, they might hate me. But I found no tiny frogs. And I'm going to start periodically placing at work. There's like 100 and something of them in this bag that are gonna just start popping up in various places. And then the other one that I ordered, I've got another thing coming too. That's gonna come later. I'm trying to get back into playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I came across a set of dice, Lord of the Rings. But no, that's not the only reason that I came on here. I'm gonna get belted up. And then I'll drive home. So, I had to go in today and do a stupid blood draw. Today's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, by the way. What else is today? Inauguration Day. Which means that we go from Joe Biden, who apparently has had 50 years of a political career and hasn't done shit as a politician in 50 years. Back to Donald Trump. So, what does that mean? That means that Donald Trump is doing another term, so this will complete his 8 years. He won't be able to run again. Am I sad and heartbroken? No, I'm not. It's always stated how he's such a great businessman. Well, okay, yeah, he is a good businessman when it's not his businesses. Because he will run his businesses to the ground to where he can file bankruptcy on them and earn a fast buck that way. So, okay, I hope and I pray that, you know, he can, for whatever it's worth, bring our financial deficit that we have as Americans back to, you know, not being in the red, whatever. Do I have a lot of faith that that's going to be done? Not really, no. I think the one thing that really pissed me off with his speech, two things actually. First off is he starts saying, not saying it in words per se, but just in the overall feeling of his speech that, you know, he was kind of that Biden was kind of letting other countries hold us hostage and with their games that they wanted to play, this and that. Okay. And, you know, I kind of get that to some degree. But, you know, again, Biden's really old. He shouldn't have ran for office. I don't know why he did. I don't know whose idea. Okay. Did I vote for him when he ran for office? No. No, I did not. A lot of people think that I did, but no, I did not. Did I vote for Harris this time around? No. No, I did not. So who does that leave? Who does that leave that I voted for? Let's figure it out, people. Now, I am strictly a Democrat. But do you really think that I voted for Biden when it came to the full election? No. Preliminaries, yes. Because I live in a state that up until this last election, because it got passed, you had to vote one way or the other. So you either voted Republican or you voted Democrat. No matter what. So if you were registered as a Republican, you had to vote Republican. If you're registered as a Democrat, you have to vote Democrat. Now, me being a Democrat, if I like the Republican choice candidate better than the Democrat candidate, I can vote Republican on the preliminaries. Thank God for that. Because, you know, I don't know what's going to happen in 4 years. I don't know who I'm going to like better, you know. So, yeah. The other thing that kind of has me worried is the fact that Trump said there are only two sexes, male and female. Let's talk about that for a minute. I get it, there are only two sexes, okay, but there are some that feel that maybe I'm not female. I'm not saying I am, but what if there's a female out there that says, you know, she just doesn't feel that she's female, she feels that she's male. So at that point, that makes her transgender. That is no longer going to be recognized as far as Trump is concerned. Okay. That's kind of concerning because you're basically saying that those that identify their sexuality as transgender, well, not sexuality, but identify themselves as transgender, they can no longer identify as that. But yet, you also said in the same speech that you feel that kids are being attacked at school because they're being taught not to like who they are. So you're basically saying the same thing. That you don't want people to feel, you don't want a male who feels female to like who they are. Because you know what? He was born male, so he's male. That's all there is to it. But that's not how he feels. He feels female. Well, too bad. The Bible says because you were born male, you're male. Really, dude? I got issues on that. I'm just saying. On top of that, it's not necessarily the schools that are teaching these kids to hate who they are. My roommate tried bringing out well, you know, you got parents that are sending kids to school that are identifying schools to have litter boxes set up for their kids. Is that the schools that are making these kids hate who they are, or is that the parents pushing the schools to do something that the schools shouldn't have to do? I'm sorry, but if your child is identifying as a cat, homeschool your kid. If you feel that they need a litter box that is accessible to them because you cannot tell your child, look, okay, I get it, you identify as a cat, but while you are at school, you still need to use a public bathroom, so you still have to do this. Do you allow your child to use a litter box at home? Probably not. No, you probably make your child use the actual bathroom at home. Well, she didn't like that argument. She instantly started going off like, oh, look, Biden looks so mad. He looks so mad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's how he always looks. He's got that old man confusion look, so he always looks like he's pissed off. Well, Kamala Harris looks so mad. She's got that, oh, that should be me up there look. No, she's got that mad look because President Trump, in his speech, while he was up there, never once thanked former President Biden and former Vice President Kamala for their 4 years in office. Never once. Didn't even, congratulate Kamala on running the race as well as she did. Not that she ran it well, so I don't blame him. But still, when he ran and won against her, in his speech, not once did he thank her for being a worthy candidate. So why should she be happy to be up there? And when it was swapping from him to Biden, what did he do? He ditched and went to Florida and left Biden with all those angry Trump supporters who kept saying, oh, you robbed us of our real president. And look what happened. We had the attacks of January 6th, 4 years ago. So, are they a little pissed now, 4 years later? I'm sure they are. Do they have every right to be? My opinion, yes. Yes, they do, because Trump did not give Biden that chance to see him off after his inauguration 4 years ago, because he took off the day before. He bolted as soon as he knew that Biden was on the premises. He said, peace out, see you later, because he knew what was going to happen, and he wasn't going to be there to be a part of it. And all the big shots today kept talking about how it was going to be a peaceful handoff, a peaceful this, a peaceful that. Again, something that not just former President Biden was robbed of, but we as Americans were robbed of 4 years ago. And that was on Trump's doing. So, you guys do the math. And the fact that, he didn't pick the same vice president to run with them as his last term because he didn't stand up for Trump 4 years ago. He said, no, this is, we have to do what's right. This is what's right. I'm not going to do anything that's wrong that could jeopardize my political career. So I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to be here for this inauguration. I'm going to be able to say that I did the right thing and did the pass off the right way. You don't want to do the right thing, fine. That's on you, not me. You want to encourage your supporters to break into the White House and create havoc, fine. That's on you, not me. And that's exactly what happened. And guess what? Mike Pence got booed as he was entering the building. He got booed because he did the right thing 4 years ago. And everybody, well, not everybody, my roommate kept asking, well, where's Michelle Obama? Why isn't she here? That's a really good point. Let's think about it. Think about all of what President Trump said the first 4 years he was in office about Barack Obama and his family. Let's think about all of that and the death threats that they all, that Barack and Michelle received in those 4 years, and that they still currently receive. Let's think about that for a minute, okay? So why didn't she show up? Barack Obama showed up because he had to. That's his job as a former president. Otherwise, I don't think he even would have showed up. And I get that. So Michelle stood around. She said, no, I ain't going. Did the same thing with Jimmy Carter's funeral. All because Trump was going to be there. Do I blame her? No, I do not blame her. Do I feel bad that she wasn't able to be there for Jimmy Carter's family? Yes. Yes, I do. But that's neither here nor there. So, at this point, I feel that in a lot of sense, with a lot of people, Trump has burnt a lot of bridges. He is now trying to say that, we're going to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the United States, to the Gulf of the United States. Good luck with that. It doesn't belong to Mexico. It doesn't belong to the United States. So how are you going to propose that you do that first off? Because you have to make a purchase of it. And to make a purchase of it, the two countries have to be in agreement as to who owns it. But yet in the same speech, he also said that he doesn't want to go to war. He doesn't want to go to war with any war that's currently going on, and he doesn't want to start any new wars. Well, you just said that, and then you're saying that, I'm going to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of the United States. That's going to start a war. Not only that, and this one I agree with, he plans on taking the Panama Canal back. Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's finally said enough is enough. Stop charging the U.S. more than all the way to like descendants. That being the case, where do I go? Do I start learning how to speak Italian? Or do I go to Ireland? Because I have great grandparents on both sides that came over illegally, had children, and were automatically considered citizens because of that. So, where do I go? I also have, I guess they didn't really come to the United States. On my dad's side, they actually started in Canada. So, do I go to Canada? Ireland? Or Italy? Where do I go? Yeah. So it just feels like for the 2 steps forward that Biden may have made in his presidency, we have just now taken 5 giant steps backward. I also worry the whole reason that Biden shut down the whole pipeline program was because Trump was saying that the natives were just going to give him the land. You're going to give the United States this land. You don't have an option. We're not buying it from you. You're not going to lease it to us and we're going to pay you money. No. We're just putting our stuff here. You lose rights to the water that's on this land. You lose rights to anything and everything that you once upon a time had that's on this land. Because our pipeline's going here and that's that. And Biden said that's not fair to the natives that have had that land for years and years and years due to this treaty. So nope, that one's a no-go. He's talking about putting our oil to use, and I get that 100% because we have a ton of it. But can you come up with something where the natives aren't getting screwed out of their land? Because if not, what's the point of it? You're just gonna have a shit ton of problems in regards to that as well. So yeah, again, I'm gonna say 2 baby steps that we took forward with Biden. We just took 5 giant steps backward with Trump in office. You can agree with me, disagree with me, I don't care. That's really how I see it politically. You're not going to change my mind on it. Blood drawn to die, so I couldn't take my meds because I had to stay away from them for 24 hours before the blood draw, so I didn't get to take my meds last night. So this is me without my meds, and I couldn't take my 1 meds that I take both in the morning and at night. I couldn't take them this morning, so my head kind of hurts. Can all take it or leave it. do whatever with it. Not be my friend anymore. I'd be sad though. Not be my, child again. I'd be sad. Considering that I only have 2 of you that follow me on here. Such a YouTube loser. I only have 2 that follow me. Oh my god. Anyway, I am now home. So I'm going to end this one. Yeah, I was driving again. Duh. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. But anyway, peace out from cute, crazy lady.